I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
Oh well, guess he's fucked.
So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Anubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate.
This is messy.
The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Anubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
Just because you worship something doesn't mean you have a right to it.
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way.
No. I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret.
So... Huh?
So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself. Fair and square.
So it is gonna end in a fight. Alright, I assume this was coming sometime.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility.
Eh?
Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors.
Wow, they really are the main fucking... main-ass fucking... What is it, MVP of this fucking story, huh? These guys have got it down. It's like, just in case you need some information, which you will, we know shit. It's like, fair enough.
I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Maybe.
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can. In terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win this.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
I mean, you do, so, yeah. I hope the fight doesn't involve me fighting as Cyno, because I don't have him as a character, so I don't know. Yeah, I'll figure it out, it's fine.
Sethos, let's talk.
Oh, 1 second, munching. Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I doubt you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know.
Only one way to find out.
Follow me. Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
La la! Just a complete arsehole. Achoo! Ah, shit, sorry.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Paimon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it.
Yeah, well, the guy's gonna die at the end of this quest, isn't it? And I'm gonna, it's gonna be a sad scene. Although he is a dick, so fuck him. But also, it's that guy's grandfather, so, like, you know.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right.
Both
and
of
you
them
didn't
dicks.
create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decisions.
Because they're both dicks.
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from.
Because they're both dicks.
I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the right he himself created.
Uh-oh. I don't know much about Hermanubis. What rights did he make?
Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people. That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rights, the right of duels. It's where it all began.
Oh, how convenient. We are very good at fighting. It's very convenient.
Sounds very fitting. I'm in.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen companions.
Oh, shit. I hope it's my, like, team and not the actual traveler themselves, because I've built some visions that he's with at the start with a bit of a Nemo and a bit of Geo, but Hydro I have not built at all, and that's what he has currently equipped.
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win.
Easy
And
enough.
Cyno, both of us must put our Ba fragment on the line. The winner takes them both. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front.
The bar found that was in a fucking kid, so, like, you know, let's not just objectify things here. And one inside you as well. It wasn't just the fact, it's not like he stole a relic. He fucking went away with a child. No way, out of pity, my ass. They shouldn't have done it in the first fucking place, but alright.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus, and consider this past dispute resolved. If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock.
So late.
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
And because it's right, because you don't have to fucking give it up. You were forced upon this bullshit in the first place. And now you have lived well with it. They can't just take it back. It doesn't belong to them. It's yours now.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Yeah, they were willing to risk that for a kid, so fuck these guys. These guys suck. I hate this.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure I've already said that, though.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
Damn right.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, Fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Paimon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best. Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
Fucking better be. No dramatic build-up game, let's just do the fight, finish this.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decision, Sethos.
I was gonna say, he's not fighting, is he? Because he will just die on the spot.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
Hell yeah!
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle.
Oh god, is it one character each? And it's not even any of the ones that I equip usually? Oh, fuck.
We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelists, the might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight. Fight until the rightful victor is proclaimed.
They're only fucking dead. Well, fuck, I'm gonna eat this apple piece first, and then I'll start. I'll go first, get over and done with.
Huh? Are you sure?
I agree. He's very strong. Sending him out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
God, I hope it's not. Oh, fuck, I really hope it's with my fucking actual team.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we. Let's begin.
I don't even know who you other two guys are. Where are they?
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Please don't tell me I have to play as... Oh no, I really should build him up on one of the elements. I don't think it was just when things like this shit happens. I keep forgetting. As soon as this quest is done, I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm in.
Hey, you there! You better play nice with them or
These are your challengers? I thought they're people.
Little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
Sorry. She's a talker. Oh, it's Dendro. God, I didn't build that either.
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout.
Hold on a
Duelists,
second.
please step forward.
I know he said we have to win all 3 battles, but like, I feel like if it's 2 out of 3, even if we lost this one, we should still win, because it means they'd only win 1 round. Like, odds-wise, we're superior, but alright.
I'm ready.
Fuck math, am I right?
So am I.
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding.
Also should have been if I have to win all 3 battles, so does he. So we'd be at an impasse.
When you're both...
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Paimon, the leader of the Temple of Silence. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail.
On children, of which you were one of them. Not the greatest plan.
We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us.
You think because you guard secrets you have the right to it? I don't think that's how this should work. Unfortunately, that's not how life works, buddies.
Now, I will fight to
You already have
become the
half of
rightful
it.
wielder of that power.
All of it might be fucking detrimental for you know.
I am Cyno, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spontamod. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching.
Maybe.
So bare your soul.
Is he what? I don't know how the other things written this.
Everyone, old and young, fit and frail, they're all waiting to see how this duel will end.
I'm just waiting for it to get fucking started.
My
Yeah, we're doing
grandfather
species.
is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well. And I know what he expects of me. But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once. And I saw for myself the people of the city. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past.
I know,
thought
right?
about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in the city, gazing down at the streets below. Then I thought of you, Cyno. You and I both wield the same power, yet the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, and one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the
There he
course
is.
of our lives. We
Hello.
are his vessels, and yet we are more besides. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become!
I feel like that's more. Okay, sure. In a fight, why not? Okay,
Bring it on!
let's go. I want to eat an apple. Damn it. Oh shit, cutscene. Alright, I'm not doing it then. Oh fuck. Alright, I don't know if that's better or worse. For my nerves. Oh, did you have that? Oh, it's way too much.
That's all you've got. What happened is searching for your answer.
Of course they have fucking same weapon type.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
No, just like that, huh? Okay.
I give his glory to you.
I don't really want it.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Teyvat.
Tynarian?
There, they founded the Temple of Silence. And from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians.
Tynarians, right? Is
But
that
peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city
who?
and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
I didn't understand half of that, but fine.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Oh shit, just like that, huh? Oh fuck. Yeah, fuck happy quests.
Grandfather.
Yeah, why bother, right? Fucking Christ, game. Jeez. Bloody hell, that's a coffin and a half.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
Oh, the last thing I would want is after, like if I was in that guy's shoes, hearing this flying fuck. Fucking. Paimon, shush, alright?
I know. I'll miss him.
He only just, like, went. Like, now you'll get over it, don't worry about it.
I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader, Cyno.
I don't know, man. He already has a job. I don't think he wants another one.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader, Sethos. I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamoon never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
So yeah, just basically this is a job. I'm flattered, but no thank you.
You really think so?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
Did I ever get that, like the secrets they're protecting? Did we ever establish what they were? Should I know what they are? I don't. Maybe they keep them. Maybe they're so good at keeping them, no one has a fucking clue what even the secrets are about. Not even a vague idea of what the secrets could be relevant for.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
Nah, we solved the old man drama. I think it's gone pretty alright.
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more.
Oh boy, we can sign a contract.
That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamoon's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel.
Yeah, he didn't really have much of a backup plan of like give me the fragment, otherwise keep Professor here. It's like, no. What if I don't? What if?
That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person.
Is that important?
Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the Academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the Academia too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the Academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the academia. In that sense, the rite of duels was just a means to an end. Thank you for everything, Cyno. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for their pursuit of knowledge.
Oh boy.
The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we will be here to support you.
Oh, cool. So secrets aren't becoming much more secrets anymore. Okay, I was wondering about that earlier, but okay, cool.
But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes.
Maybe just, like, one person? Maybe it's like a handful. No more than 5. I can't keep track of any more than 5.
By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluca Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis.
Yeah, Tainarians, like, what? Like, is this a thing I should already know? Probably, but like, what? Huh?
The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar.
You didn't fucking get named after where you're from, did you? Is that what happened?
He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
Okay. Tainari, okay. I was gonna be like, why the, like, what? Like, that fucking name came up and I could not focus on anything else. It was just like, Tainarians. Huh.
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Yeah, he was a bit of an asshole, wasn't he? Like, I know he's dead and whatnot now, so, like, you know, the rest in peace, whatever, but he was a bit of an asshole.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right, well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
Probably
See you
will.
soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Cool. Okay, return to the academia. Fuck me, that was one hell of a fucking... Jesus Christ. Alright.
What were you thinking, gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Listen, bro, I know you're scolding me right now, but I cannot take you seriously.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, hmm? That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Paimon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
Wow.
All right, all right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former classmate?
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Mahamatra from being stripped of his powers. Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the Academia?
1 month? Try 3.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Yeah, we're too young to get involved.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
Like the old people arguing?
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me?
If it means I don't have to stay here and listen to the guy with glasses absolutely rip into the other dude, then yes.
We can go for dinner afterwards.
As funny as it is.
My treat. You in?
As funny as that is to see it, there's only so much I can watch before I'm like, oh, is that Kale down there? Just down there by the door? Hello.
Makes sense. I'm in.
Free food is free food.
Paimon's coming too! Let's go!
Yes, oh, and Farazan of all fucking people. Okay. Fuck stairs.
Hey, Kale.
Stairs of the pussies. Hello.
You're back!
Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
Not major.
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too.
Oh, now we're getting fucking scolded. What did I do?
When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
Yeah,
You're right.
It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right, guess it's time to play my
What's she meant
ace in the
to do?
hole.
It's like, Kale, please. I don't want to listen to her scold me for like the next 30 minutes. I have other things I want to do.
Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the Academia? Does that offer still stand?
Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madam Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Thanks, Kale. You're alright.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official Academia tour guide.
She knew what she was in for when she decided to save our asses.
Kale! Cup!
Cup?
Huh? What? Oh, right!
What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
Cup?
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Oh, that's sweet. I was gonna say, I was like, cup? Like, is this some kind of code? Why don't I have cool codes? Like, cool codes.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
I want a secret language.
2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
Oh! Oh! Hello!
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
Why is the table so fucking massive? Holy shit!
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway. My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help. We resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
A lot of bullshit. And also sad
see.
shit.
The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
Hi. Haven's alright too, but hi, Harvey.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Oh, you said a meal earlier. Make your fucking mind up. And we said sweets, like a sweet thing at the start of this fucking quest. You keep changing your mind.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee. But I can just order something else.
Sure. Let's go.
Guys have been working like the fucking dead to help us out. Oh, love that, man. Also, I'm finding books everywhere, apparently. Oh, fuck. Oh. The goat king. Yeah, alright, man. The crocodile king. Hold on a second, is that what the... Oh, no, the goat king, crocodile king. What else we got? Oh, is there other types of king? Can't wait to meet the fucking flamingo king. No more animal mentions? Ah, come on. Where's the cat king? I bet they'd be full of themselves.
And then the traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked them right out cold.
That is not what happened. It was 2 fungi, and I used the dendro ability equipped, and also there was water, and it helped because bloom is quite effective.
Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts.
Yeah, because we had to. Why are you telling it like this?
Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
Oh, I was. Not so much for the fights I take control of, those I'm a lot more confident about. But when it's a cutscene for a fight, I'm always there like, oh, fuck no, because there's nothing I can do to, like, help and control it. It's completely up to the game's narrative, alright? I can't level up to beat a cutscene. Oh, let's see, look who's spitting next to each other, huh? God, fucking...
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Don't say... we don't want more detail, because it means Paimon will talk more. Don't say that shit, alright? It's good enough detail for you. You can ask, like, anyone else later, but not fucking Paimon, for God's sake.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The traveler just
Oh,
pounced and then
fucking...
waved their sword like this, then spun
This is
around
your
and
fault.
left.
Don't think that's what he meant. I doubt he cares what kind of attack he used. I mean, fucking maybe, but I fucking doubt it.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Cyno.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
Not too modest, though.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Yeah! Huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
No poetry.
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
Oh, thank Christ for that.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back.
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
Oh, I love that guy.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
Also, look at them two getting along alright. Fucking... They're doing just fine.
Kali's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, and... like... yeah.
Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done.
We said that earlier when we were at the campsite and then we ended up into this shit. Why do people keep jinxing stuff?
Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
You can buy your own desserts.
Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day?
Not particularly, unless more disasters come around.
If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
Why am I the only one in the dark?
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on.
It's bullshit.